Yeah, Ryan. So what do you think? What do you think about the rest of the season? What do you think it's going to look like?
So we've got 3 episodes left. We've got so when I think about the first book, you've got all the craziness at the beginning where they're in the two rivers and then they escape and then they get through Shadar Lagoth, I think is how they said it in the show now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty quick opening set of chapters to the book, and then it seems like the book drags on with a lot of traveling, but there's a lot of events going on, and we skip through all that because now they're all back together, save for we're still waiting on Egwene and Perrin now. I don't know how far away they are from the rest of the group now, but they're escaping out of there. They're making their way. We're at Loyal now, so I'm assuming we're going to get a lot of information on where the season finale is going to go in this next episode, and then are we going to jump into the ways at the end of next episode? Because we only have 2 more episodes left after that.
Yeah,
I think so. I think we might. I can't remember which the title is of the one.
I believe episode 7 is The Dark Along the Ways.
So that's got to be that. Probably starts off. I mean, I'm just assuming, but it starts off. Yeah,
yeah. I think we go to the Waygate at the end of episodes. So I think episode 6 is setting. Yeah, so I think episode 6, which is next week, sets us up, and then we all go to the Waygate. Now, remember, Loyal goes with them, which is interesting. Yeah. So that's going to be something we see in this next episode. Is like somehow Loyal is going to get brought along with this group, and it does feel like we just met him.
It does, but he's already
in the books. He's there for a little bit longer.
Right, but it does kind of feel like he's just inviting himself along already because that the comment that was perfect, and his voice, the depth of his voice is just perfect. It's so deep, and it just takes you right out of a human voice to be in more of a creature voice, and I like that. You're an ogre? No, I'm an ogier.
Yeah,
I like that. Make that distinction for the people watching the episode. That was great.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. Quick random question. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a timestamp on this. When Matt and Rand are walking into Tar Valon, there is a curious stone right there on the side of the road, and I don't know if you guys saw like the glyphs on that. But I think I don't know, comments. People leave me a comment. Whatever he bumps into it. And it's almost like they were implying that this stone was something that was going to be important later on, like a portal stone. Like we might not actually travel through a portal stone, but maybe that was a marker of some kind. It's just an ancient stone. I could be wrong because it's right along the road, and it doesn't seem like it'd be the place where the portal stone was at. But the glyphs on it just looked like.
It felt like it was going to be from that scene when they go through the portal stones. But I think there was a second spot where we see something else, a different location where we see another one. Yeah, I had that in my notes that I saw too, and I can name where they were, what the scene was. But
the scene where Loyal. So first of all, Perrin and Egwene are close enough to see the White Tower, which again is sort of interesting because it's like, man, the White Cloaks are.
Oh, that's true. They're close.
They're doing some stuff pretty close. There's a scene where I think they're like, was it them or was it Matt and Rand? You can see them sort of running, and they run by this stone that's got like 3 faces on it. And I don't know if that's supposed to be anything other than just like it looks cool.
Yeah, what was that?
But it was something. Faces. It was something that I noticed.
Right. Those are little tiny things that are interesting to the world. They make this world look intriguing. And so if you're someone who's coming into this and you've just never read the books or anything, you're like, okay, there's lore. There's lore right in those stones.
Perrin and Egwene pass one too. Yeah.
Perfect.
When also, so the same road that Rand and Matt come in on is the same one that it might not be the exact same road. There's a little tiny bridge where Moraine and all the Aes Sedai come into Tar Valon, and they pass the same stone. They keep passing this portal stone. And I have it right here. It's at 7 minutes and 1 second is where I'm at right now. And it's Rand staring at what looks like a portal stone. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this just because fascinating. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, because the glyphs on it, I just feel like I doubt we're going to use one. I mean, maybe we will.
No, I think we're doing the ways this season, but I think portal stones later will be a thing.
You think we're going to use one later? Yeah. Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
Because that's our introduction in the books, at least, to I'm not sure what she calls herself in that scene, but for this Forsaken, right in
Lanfear, yeah,
Lanfear.
Lanfear.
What is
Celine.
she?
Celine.
Celine. Thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, good point.
Right. That's where we're introduced to her when they're because I could be misremembering that now.
No. You're 100% right. That is where we are introduced to her. And so the fact that he has this encounter with it, and I'm taking some guys, this shot of Rand standing in front of this portal stone is, I'm gonna call it a portal stone. He's got his hood up. He looks like freaking
screen shared here.
He looks like freaking Robin Hood. Oh, here I can share one. Yeah, let me. Can we? Yeah, we can share one. Let me
yeah, I think that's okay. Just I don't know that we can show like full video or anything, but I think on the one screenshot should probably be okay. If we get shut down here in 2 seconds, it'll be Ez's fault.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Jeff Bezos is literally watching this stream and he's like, "All right, pull these guys up."
Shut these guys down. Oh my God.
Where did the horses go?
The horses.
Good question. Where they at?
Well,
where's Bella? We need some people. People want to know where Bella is.
So boom. Hopefully we don't get shut down here, but there's that one shot right there. And then if we go back just a little bit here, so please don't shut us down.
I saw it.
Yes. Sorry. I can't frame it up right. Just perfect. Right there it is. There's right the stone. That's all I'm going to show. All right, I'm done. Remove this. Get this off here. Freaking Amazon, please don't. God. But no, it's freaking cool. I think it's awesome, and I'm interested to see what folks think as to whether or not that was a portal stone. I'll show an image of the glyphs on it too,
which is crazy to think about, because it's like, man, season 4, we should be halfway through the series. It doesn't feel like we're. I mean, Ryan, what do you think about the pace? I mean, so far.
It's been really well. I mean, I think it's been really good, because the lead up of the first 3 episodes into 4, man, that was so great. And then we've got a little bit of calm down episode now, and I think we're gonna hit the gas pedal and go hard the next 3 weeks with wherever next week might not be anything crazy, might just be a lot more knowledge. We're going to be introduced to Amyrlin's seat, and maybe we get Elaine now. I know you guys have talked about in the past that she wasn't coming till season 2, but I was upset. I thought we were getting Min today. I just thought that was going to happen, but and I think we talked about that last week or a couple of weeks ago, and I love Min's character in the book. She's one of my favorites, so I was really hoping for it. So hopefully we get her. I'm not sure. I haven't done any digging on it. I've just listened to what you guys say about it, and I'm diving in. I don't know where we're going for the next 3 episodes, because we don't know where they're going to end this season. Are they going to take us, like you guys talked about? Are we going to see the Green Man? Are they going to take us to that battle? Are they going to stop before that? I can't imagine they do. Are they going to take us beyond that? Are we going to get that battle at the end of episode 7? And now we've got, we're getting into the next book for the last book, or for the last episode. We just don't know.
What if instead of like opening with the Dark Friend social, they close with it, like at the end, like the Great Hunt opens with a Dark Friend social. These are the 3, right? And you put them up there, their images. I mean, you can see people with masks, right? But you could see one was a Shanaran, one was a White Cloak, one was a Tuatha'an, another was one of the Aiel. Like, that's something they could do at the end of the season. We're like, oh shoot,
That would be really crazy, because it would take us from our great victory scene into, Rand wasn't as victorious as he thought. And it would just be such a great cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And then you got to wait, 7 or 8, 9 months, whatever it would be.
This is not over. And then if you're someone who hasn't read the books or whatever, that's a great sort of like, all right, I got to know what the heck's going on.
Come back in.
Yeah.
Right. The other guy is Padan Fain, who we saw again today.
Totally missed that.
Yeah,
quick. I saw you guys talking about it.
I think we're gonna have to run into him again and do something with him.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So he's in Tarvalin right now. So it's possible Matt's dagger stuff's gonna get. So I think the next episode is gonna be a little slower paced. And it's gonna be a lot more lore building, dialogue, and everything, setting us up for set up for the action that's gonna be 7 and 8. So I think it's possible maybe Min next episode we run into her in Tar Valon, run into Padan Fane, Loyal maybe dropping some stuff, and then Egwene is Egwene talking to Swan, and then that's going to set us up with like, here's what have you learned, because remember they did what's her name asked Moraine, like, what have you been doing all this time,
right?
Searching for the dragon.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we know what she's been doing. Yeah,
that's Alana Sedai.
Right. Yes. We'll ask her that. And so that's a good point. We talked about, Matt and I were talking about the dynamic between Swan and Moraine, basically pretending to be at odds with one another, but then really they've had their own plot here. What they'll probably do, my big prediction is that behind the Amerlin seat, we're gonna, like, Min might step out at some point when they call in the Emmons Fielders, because Moraine does that in the hallway and says, read them. You know what I mean? Like, tell me what you see. So why not just do that right there in front of the Amerlin and say, because then
we good introduction.
Right. Yeah. Then we know she's really important because she is in with them and they know about her powers. But yet she still wears the same clothing and doesn't really care about this thing. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how that all unfolds. Her introduction. Yeah. So
last comment that you had up, Matt, I had a question for you about that. I got to scroll up now.
Go right ahead.
Do you see it? I'm scrolling up looking for it.
What was it about? I can find it for you.
The one about Valda has an ability we haven't seen yet?
No, sorry. Oh, the next one from Scott Sellers for the Heron Mark blade. In the book, they make a big deal out of, not when they're in Tar Valon, but when they're in one of the other cities, when you have the white or the red ribbon. It's in Camelin. Okay. The white or the red ribbon, and it's a big deal in the book. It's a big deal in the city, and Rand just picks one, and he ends up picking the one that was more important or more
showed his alliance to
value.
The queen.
His alliance, right? Do you think we're going to get anything like that in this next episode if we do get introduced to the queen? I'm sorry. You're right. That's for the queen. Never mind. We're not getting the queen. We're getting the Amerlin seat.
It wouldn't surprise me, though, if they still do that at some point, because it's a real good way to kind of show some of that Taviran nature, and just that randomly picking, having no idea, and then rolling with that and it being significant to wrap your sword, because he's trying to hide, as you said, this comment here is to hide that Heron marked blade, because it's drawing too much attention to him. He's a man traveling with an open marked Heron marked blade, and that's a problem for him. So yeah, that's we might see him disguise it in some way, right?
Land might say,
yeah.
So real quick, as if you remember, there's a Google Drive on, if you type in Wheel of Time leaked photos and you go, there's a Reddit forum that will lead you to a Google Drive link that has like 200 leaked photos. And I'd shown you this like earlier in the year, and I'm not going to show it because last time we did, we got in super trouble. But we got like a copyright strike on our channel, so not going to do that. However, one of the ones in this drive here.
So major spoilers.
So I don't know. Not let's see here. I'm just gonna.
If you have a screen, because that's, some people might no.
No. Anyway, so it says if you go to the one that says carved faces. Now this is what we saw. Remember, we saw those carved faces, but alongside of it in these images is an entrance to a cave.
Okay.
So, I mean, it seems pretty specific that we might be going back to that little area. Do we come out of the ways like that? Or how do we, because the ways is like a way gate, but.
Holy smokes. I forgot this folder existed. Holy.
That's really cool looking pictures.
That's a dangerous folder to go into, friends. That's dangerous right there. That's interesting. Those are the carved faces. So there's more to it than they're just some stone things. There's entryway stuff. Wow, I don't know.
Well, when we talk about caves and entryways into mountainsides or anything like that? Is there a pool inside there? Are we going to visit that and there's going to be a pool in there? Is that the end game of book one? One of those?
Maybe.
That'd be a cool little way to go into something. You know, if you're in the Blight, there was, and I hate to even talk about these photos, but there's, well, you know what? We're in the Blight at first, but then we enter a country of where things turn green, and the Green Man.
We're the Green Man. Yeah, that's
okay.
I don't know how spoiler for the end of the season you want to get, so I'm trying to stay a little bit vague. But
yeah, let's stay vague, because that very well might be. That's crazy.
So what about all the stuff? What about all the stuff? Like we know they're going to Faldara. And looking at some of the Faldara stuff, it looks like, I mean, there's going to be some sort of fight going on here.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing what's going down at Faldara?
Well, see, I bet you the Aes Sedai become more involved in that fight. So what happened was, you remember that Moraine was asked by Inktar and others to come help them. One Aes Sedai in this fight could do, but her need was greater. Like, you serve a purpose and she serves a purpose, and hers is like all of those men could die.
3 faces for the 3 arches.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Then remember, there's the shot of, and some of it was behind the scenes too, where we see that army running. Remember, there's a car behind it. We made a joke. It's like, wow, putting a car in this. That's gonna be, but we did see that.
Right. Yeah. We did see that. So yeah, again, I think it wouldn't surprise me if more of the Aes Sedai actually go to Tarwin's Gap in the show, and they're, someone had said it right here. The Badge Reborn. Yeah, I bet a large part of the Aes Sedai go to Tarwin's Gap in the show, led by Swan. Make them more involved. I mean, why not? If the Dark One's army is amassing there, and the Shinarans are having trouble holding it off, although Caemlyn and other countries further south might not be interested in what's going on in the Borderlands, you know that the Aes Sedai are, right? We know that they are keeping a watch on every country, and especially the Borderlands, and they would probably send aid, you would imagine. So that's could really, really cool to see a big battle go down there at the end, where maybe Rand and everyone's just kind of caught up in it, and in the midst of that, Moraine realizes,
Rand channels,
right? Something like that, and yeah, that would be cool.
You could even, I think I would also even maybe have something happens with Leandrin there, where she does something and you realize, oh, she's actually, Black Aja.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because she is sort of being teased as one of the villains,
or she goes up there and she's a freaking hero in some way, and the show was like, wow, she's obviously, it's pull us in, let us go back and forth, just almost, yeah. So that would be cool. That would be cool if she were kind of a hero of that battle or something, and then later on, so we start to trust her, or maybe she saves Nynaeve. Who knows what they're gonna do. I thought it was kind of cool to see them talk more about Nynaeve saving Lan and how what the consequences of that are. So they've changed stuff, far enough to where it wouldn't surprise me if Liandrin did something like that to build our confidence in her.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think this is probably a decent place to probably end the stream here. Ez and I will be back doing a lot more sort of predictions and all these sort of things going forward, because there's just so much to talk about. It's
great. This is a really good freaking show. It's really good, and I want folks to understand that we love it. We understand there are changes and differences, but it's been fantastic. So Ryan, thanks again, man. This is awesome. We'll have you back on. To our patrons out there also, you guys can pop on the show. We'll send you links and stuff. It's great. We want to get your guys' thoughts. It's just a lot of fun. So
absolutely awesome. All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time. And remember that the grave is no bar to our call.